Jungle.
Good morning, staff and students of Prestige International Science and Technical School. My name is Stacey Florence for PBS Media. And I am Emanuela Agburu. Here are the news headlines. Prestige International Science and Technical Schools Cultural Day 2025. Governor of Rivers State and FCT Minister reconciles. Northern billionaire Aminu Dansata passes on. Here are the news in detail. The school had its Cultural Day celebration on the 27th June 2025, which coincidentally was World Cultural Day. As promised last week, PBS Media was on ground and covered the event. The day was off to a slow start as a result of rainfall in the early hours of the day. Despite the slightly cold weather, the boarding students were up very early and were all fully dressed by 7 a.m. These students were seen arriving in their beautiful cultural costumes as parents dropped them off. The arena was thick with excitement as students were seen in groups admiring each other's costumes and discussing the day's event. As instructed, students came with their cultural delicacies, which was displayed at the arena. Some of the delicacies displayed were miyan kuka, ofa akwu, abacha, pounded yam with soups like meleti soup, okoho soup, ogbono soup, asure, eze, and peto. Others were amala and ewedu, banga soup and stew, and masa, groundnut and pear, among others. The excitement further heightened as horses were brought in for the Hausa cultural display. The event began a little behind schedule as opening prayer was said by Precious Achille. National anthem was by the Miss Prestige Emanuela Agbunu, which was followed by the school anthem led by Kelvin Uju. Welcome speech and address was said by both the head girl and vice principal admin respectively.
With learning. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a general greeting, Namaste. So what is your response? When you say Namaste, what is your response?
The
Okay.
guest speaker, Mr. Chris Ade, speaking, welcomed parents. He commended the school for putting together such a beautiful event and said talent in students should be nurtured and encouraged, saying a person's talent would always make way for him or her. He encouraged the management to introduce the learning of musical instruments. First to present with the monolithic cultures, Elisha Oneti represented Ataka from Kaduna State, Cherish Shidosasa Adinga representing Jukun from Taraba State, and David Abdul representing Basa from Kogi State. The Yoruba cultural display was next, followed by Igbo, followed by South-South, Igede, Hausa, Idoma, and Tiv groups, all amazed, cheering and clapping. The guests were not left out as they took to the dancing floor to show their dance moves and fun side. Everyone had enough to eat. Guests and students had the opportunity to taste meals from other cultures. Here is the result of the Cultural Day presentation as presented by the PTFS co-members who served as judges. First position, the Thief Cultural Group with 88%. Second position, Hausa Cultural Group with 80%. Third position, the Igbo Cultural Group with 79%. Fourth position, the Igede Cultural Group with 77%. Fifth position, a tie between Idoma and South-South with 76%. And seventh position, the Yoruba Cultural Group with 63%. PBS congratulates all the cultural groups and their trainers. It was indeed a wonderful Cultural Day celebration. In other news, in a shocking turn of events, the suspended governor of Rivers State, Mr. Siminalayi Fubara, and the Minister of FCT reconciled. At the meeting with the president at the State House, speaking after the meeting, both parties decided and accepted that they have to put their differences aside for the greater good of people of Rivers State and Nigeria at large. Northern billionaire and elder statesman Aminu Dantata, uncle to the richest man in Africa, Aliko Dangote, has passed. PBS Media gathered that he died in Medina in Saudi Arabia on the 28th June 2025. He was aged 94. PBS Media condoles with his family members and the people of Nigeria. Have a fabulous week ahead. Thank you. Yeah, PBS bringing the news to the same place, same time. Thanks.